Welcome to Jan's Views, a place where I share my views and listen to yours. Whether you are here for my artwork, live streams, shorts, or just for the giggles, please be assured I appreciate each and every one of you. I hope that you will enjoy your time here on my channel. I would be eternally grateful if you would give a like to the video, consider subscribing and, dare I ask, even become a member. So without further ado, let's do this.
Hello and welcome to Drama Friday. We've got a slightly different show for you tonight. Probably, if you look at the thumbnail, you'll know why. I wasn't going to address this, but then I thought, oh, do you know what? He's been calling my name so much, and I thought, okay, I could do a standalone video about it. And then I thought, do you know what? I really can't be bothered. And one of the reasons is I cannot listen to that bird squawking all the way through. And I find it quite amusing that he's actually using the bird to imitate me, when in actual fact it sounds more like his raucous laughter. But there you go, such is life, the ironies of life, so to speak. So I want to say hi, Edna. Hi, my darling. I hope you're well. I've just got a little prelude to bringing you on. Before I bring you on, I hope you don't mind. I will definitely have you on in a couple of minutes. Okay, it won't take long to say what I need to say, and I would like, your differing take on what we're going to be looking at, so don't worry about that. But for the time being, there's just something I need to address that I think is very serious, and then we can go into the react, if that's all right. But you're definitely coming up, darling. Hi, Tasha. I hope you're well. No, thank goodness he's not actually coming on. No, but he will be on your screen. So if you want to be running to the hills, then I suggest you do that, because, yeah, I am going to be reacting to a little something, a little gem he put out there yesterday. So, and hey, Capone, I hope you're well, darling. I hope you're good. I hope you're good. Well, I hope you're all good. I hope you've all had a good week. Um, yes, I would agree with you, Tasha. It's, when I first heard that, um, I sort of, I've got to thank Bridget for that because I don't watch him anymore. I cannot. I just cannot. There's certain mannerisms and certain things he says and does that are so unpleasant now that I just don't bother. But thanks to Bridget, I had to really because she put up a fabulous video responding to what we're going to be responding to, and yeah, so I thought, "Oh god, I better check it out." So I did. But hopefully it's only about what, 10, 15 minutes worth, just to sort of show him for the clown that he is. Hi Barley, I hope you're well, darling. Hope you're doing good. And having a fabulous Friday and looking forward to the weekend. As I said, let me see, as I've said, I think I said it on Wednesday, Sunday is Mothering Sunday, which means us mothers get spoiled. So yeah, so I'm being taken out for a meal on Sunday, which will be great. So what's Barley saying? I watch him, but my rule now is only if I get on the treadmill. Good idea. What a fabulous idea. So my fury, I run it off on treadmill. Yeah. That's a brilliant idea. Share your health journey with us, Barley. That's a brilliant idea. I guess it's a bit like sort of hanging one of those sort of batting thing, those punch bag things that people hang in the garage or wherever. I guess it's kind of like that. And you can just punch the living daylights out of it. That's a good idea. Anyway, without further ado, let's just get on to what I have to say about a certain individual that I think has been in here before. I've seen some of the things that she said in the past and ignored it because I thought, oh, just another troll, just another hater, whatever reason. I can't remember the first place I saw her. Was it Monty? I think it might have been Monty's. And Monty, or somebody then did a video saying, oh, she wiped the floor with me and blah, 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 blah. Well, metaphorically speaking. Of course, some people don't understand the whole sort of metaphor thing, but never mind. I'm not here to teach anyone. So anyway, so I haven't really paid that much attention to her, but I just wanted to play this because it's very serious to me and it's something that I will not tolerate. Um, I can be as nutty as a fruitcake, but I take certain things very, very seriously. And one of the things I take seriously is, right, let me get this lined up. Here we go. Is this. So I'm going to get rid of that underneath. Right, and I'm going to play something because it's going to make me feel. No, I won't actually. I won't play music to it. This person called Eggy Toast. I've never spoken to her. I don't think I have spoken to her personally. Oh, I think she's tried to have digs at me. Right, now what I'm gonna have to do just for this instance, I mustn't forget that I've done it, is let's put me over here so you can see exactly the point I'm trying to make. Now, the act of slander is a criminal offence. And it's something that I take very seriously as a professional woman. Now, I no longer work in the education sector, But having said that, to hear someone slander me, as in this case, I will not tolerate. The fact that she said that I was on probation for speaking bollocks to a 5-year-old, that is slanderous and very, very damaging to me. For several reasons. One, it's a lie. It's an out and out lie, as is the other claim that she's put underneath, that I was not a tutor, I was not a teacher. Again, that is false. So she needs to be very careful. Okay, she or he need to be very careful, especially as I understand that she's British. So that means I could actually take her to court. Now, I know, you Americans love to sort of sue this person here and sue that person there. I know you're a very sort of suing type of society over there. I don't think we are as much over here in England, but when I see things like this, it does make me consider it. And it's a warning to begin with. And it's something that I feel very, very strongly about, because these words here, especially the last two, are very damaging to me as a professional person. So I think I understand some of you may be friends with her. And I would suggest, if you are, I would suggest telling her that I don't play. I do not play. Not when it comes to my real life. Okay? Now, I can prove I was a teacher. I can prove I was a tutor. But I'm not going to do that. But what I am going to do is warn this woman or man that if they continue to put slanderous things out about me, then it will be reported. And not just to YouTube, as I've already done, but also to the authorities. And I'm sure it won't take them very long to work out who Eggy Toast is, because over here, it's a very serious offence. And online bullying and harassment and slander and defamation of character is taken very seriously. We're not talking about hussy here, okay? And that's what I've sort of tried to say in the past, is that I'm still a professional in some ways, but I'm not in the educational sector. But to have these things put out are very damaging to me, and I would prove it in a court of law. So this person, Eggy Toast, better be very careful. That's all I've got to say about that one. The bottom one is, I don't know who that person is. They paid Yo Mama £5 to say that along the same, well, is it along the same lines? Yes, it is, because it's defamation. That I'm friends with serial abuser Jimmy Savile. Again, I take that very, very seriously. It's not a joke. Okay? It's not a joke for me as a professional person, as a British woman. to have somebody have the actual nerve to speak his name in the same breath as mine. So, yeah, be careful out there. Be careful out there, you haters. Because as I've said before, you don't know who you're dealing with. Okay. So, I mean, I was going to play like some music over the top of that now, but can't be bothered. So, now what I'm going to do is get dear Edna up. And I hope you all understand why I felt the need to go over this. I don't share all my business online. And I don't care for liars. And if they think they can defame everything I've worked for and the communities in which I've worked because they don't like me, "Oh, I can't stand her. She's this, she's that, she's the other. So I'm going to make up a whole pack of lies." If they think they're going to do that, then I'll see you in court, Eggy Toast, because I know you're British. Okay? Oh, and just one other thing. I did work for the police some time ago, but I also had a very long-term relationship with a policeman. So, yeah, be careful. Anyway, that's enough of that. So let's liven it up a bit. Well, liven it up. It's not really livening it up, guys, because there are things that we need to sort of, somebody needs to be told. Somebody seriously needs to be told. And I'm about to do it, because I'm fed up with him thinking he can say whatever he wants and he's not going to get any recourse. Now, as I said, I wasn't going to respond because I think that's what he wants. But I thought, do you know what? Why not? Why not indeed? So let's do this. Let's get this all set up properly. Get Edna up here. Hang on, darling. Just about to sort this out. Okay. Hello, sweetness. How are you?
Hi, Jan. Hi, Chad. I'm doing well. Happy Friday.
Happy Friday. Happy
It's Super
Friday.
Friday.
I'm sorry about that. It went on for a little bit longer, but sometimes, some things I take jolly seriously,
It
and
was fair warning.
yeah. Okay. So let me see if I can slide the banner up. Can we slide the banner back up there? Where is it? Oh, were you in my live stream the other day, Edna, and I put up the wrong banner? I put up Rockin' Elders. Bridget was like, Rockin' Elders?
Oh, that's funny.
I know. Anyway, I think you probably know what I'm going to be talking about. My drink of choice, guys, is vitamin water. It's got 50% magnesium in it, 56% vitamin B6, and 56% biotin.
Nice.
Yeah,
I had.
magnesium plus B6. Because I'm an old bird, so I've got to look after myself. So let's just look at the chat, see what's going on in there.
Jan,
Okay.
it's the same here. I'm
Um.
taking magnesium and biotin.
Oh, really?
Yeah, well, I
Oh.
noticed that my hair and nails just weren't where I wanted them to be. Now I'm like a wolf lady. So, success.
Oh, they work, do they? It works.
Then, well, I tried that. I've tried a numerous things, but I think the vitamins have helped too. Like the magnesium, I take that with vitamin D because I was deficient, and I don't know, I felt different.
You do feel a difference. Do you take it in
I
tablet form?
I take gummies because I'm kind of a baby. I can't swallow pills.
Oh God, you're like one of my daughters. She's exactly the same. And he was like,
Yeah.
why don't you just pop it in the throat and just swallow? No, I can't, Mum. So she has to get, well, I think she crushes it now.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, no, she's not great either. Right,
There's
okay.
probiotic pill. It's a little small white pill. I can swallow that, so I take
Mm,
that. That's the
mm.
only pill.
Yeah, some of the vitamins I take, like I take calcium and vitamin D, take
Mm-hmm.
2 of them a day, and they're huge. And I'm like, sometimes, because I'm lazy, I like to take 2 at once. And sometimes I
Wait,
end up
Jen, you just be
choking.
double taking the
No, I'm
vitamin D.
allowed. I'm allowed. It says old cronies, you can take 2. For goodness sake, take 2. That's what it says.
Okay. Yeah, it's good to get all the D you need.
Ah, right, let's see what Barley says. Let's get on track. We're 20 minutes in.
Okay. Okay.
Right, I'm surprised no one but me has mentioned the age shaming. Yeah, you did, didn't you, Barley? Thank you for that, darling. Age shaming. All shaming is mentioned, but this age shaming is not relevant to anyone. He is 40. I am 40. Yeah, 100%. 100%.
Absolutely. But Jan, you know what though? I feel like I'm not even 40. I'm 36. And it
Yeah.
still feel like the 40 comes hard for you. Do you have any suggestions for us? Because I mean, Bally and I we're fighting for our lives over here.
What about me? I mean, as far
Yeah,
as your mum is
but you're
concerned, I'm like
80. That's what
I'm
I'm saying. Like you should know because you're double 40. You should be like twice as
double
good.
40. Ah, how dare you? Dare you? Hi, Sky Andropolis. Oh, on Andropolis.
Sky.
My mother used to call them horse pills. Yeah, sometimes they're so big. And there's another one, another vitamin that's it's more of a sort of capsule size shape, but it's
Mm-hmm.
massive. And it's like, oh God, do I have to take that? Anyway, so yeah, I read all that, didn't I? I'm just going to quickly go down. Um, yes, I've heard people talk highly of her as well, Tasha. But yeah, some things you don't play with, you know. Jimmy,
I've come to, have an understanding with Eggy, but to be honest, at first she rubbed me the wrong way, and I was
well,
kind of like, get the out of here. But now I understand Eggy's a troll, and I don't know, like I don't have a problem with her, but I actually kind of like her,
well,
like her videos. I don't know, I like her. Yeah,
yeah, okay.
sorry.
No, you like who you want to like, darling. But I think I made myself very clear at the beginning, so I don't need to,
Yeah,
go.
no, yeah, you did.
Okay. Tasha, Jimmy, are you relaxed over there, Edna?
Yeah, I forgot that you said that you could take her to court. I'm like, oh yeah, you definitely made yourself clear.
Oh my God, oh no, Edna's
No.
relaxed,
Okay.
guys. It's all gonna go horribly wrong. I can see it now. Jeez Louise. Right.
Sorry.
Right, okay. She'll probably nod off in a minute. I know it.
No,
Right,
I'm
who's
aware.
Jimmy? Tasha, I'm not going to go through it all now, but if you Google Jimmy Savile, Saville, you'll know who he is and why I took such, objection to someone saying that I'm a friend. No, we don't play with that. Right,
Is he a
okay.
cow?
Sorry?
Is he like one of the cows, quote unquote?
He's worse than a cow. Yeah,
Oh,
no, I'm not going to go into that at the moment because we've got to cover this plus other
understood.
news in Drama
Okay.
Friday. So yeah, so stop it now. Okay, just
Okay.
stop. Right. So now this is what we're looking at. We're looking at him. We're looking at this. Anyway, I'm not going to call him names. There's no point. He'll show
I don't
himself.
know. I'm gonna call him Slow Mama since we're a panel full of morons.
Yeah. Okay. Can't say I blame you, lovey. So just check. Hopefully, do you know what I did? Right, I've got a Mac. right? And there's so many different things you can use on Mac to write notes. So I wrote notes to remind myself of the things and to remind myself of timestamps. Guess what? I've lost my notes, guys. So
Oh no.
I'm going to be all over the place, but I'm sure I'll get everything out. Anyway, so
Flying
this
by the
is
seat of our pants.
so this is kind of what you're talking about. I'm
It's
going
the
to drink my
same.
vitamins and see if we can get through this without Edna driving me completely round the bend. We're all right then, Edna. Okay.
I'm only sipping on cranberry juice.
Okay. Cranberry juice is good as well, isn't it? Anyway, shush. Shush. This is important, Edna. Right, here we go.
Okay.
Let's make sure we can hear it. I don't even know if I've started in the right bit now. Damn.
But got the goddamn receipts. Shouldn't you do something else at your age?
Could you hear that? Did you hear that?
Hopefully, loud and clear.
Right. Oh, sorry about that. Right. Hang on. We're sort of, I think we're about there. There. Okay. Now, what I want you to notice, guys, in case you didn't know, this is a 40-year-old man, okay, who has 3 children, 3 girls. What I think is important
the girl
to know
dad.
is, as a 40-year-old man, he could be a grandfather, okay, quite easily be a grandfather. So for him to age shame is kind of, what are you worried about? What's he worried about? Now, I'm going to be... he said that, oh, I'm too old to roast. I'm too old for this. I'm too old for that. Well, I tell you what, yo, mama, I think I'm going to do a good job. I think I'm going to do a bloody good job at roasting you tonight. Okay? Are we ready, Edna? Let's go.
Let's get them.
Talk properly to somebody or debate.
Oh my
people.
God, I
People
can't.
aren't always going to agree with what I say, and that's perfectly fine. But I mean, to just, fire all these insults
there you
at
go.
people,
She's done.
It just shows him. It just shows.
All right. Oh my God. Did you just hear what Jan said? To fire all these insults at people. When do I have to go up and scroll what motherfucking Jan was talking about? Hold on. Let me.
Please go up and scroll and tell us what Jans was saying. God damn it. Tell us.
Go up.
The dramatics. The dramatics.
Oh, Jan, I just noticed the ants and the angles. That's hilarious.
Actually, I can take down the banner so that everybody can see. There we go. There we go. Ants and angles. Because you can see us there in the little box. Listen, I know how to use a computer. I might be old, right? But I don't need a green screen. I can make my own screens. So how about you try that, yo mama? How about you try and make yourself a screen like the one I've got tonight? Can you do it? Maybe you're too old. Maybe you're too old at 40 plus. And maybe you're worrying about getting old. But let's be honest, you could have a 20-year-old daughter. We don't know. You could have a 22-year-old quite easily. And you act like this. So, okay. You tell me about myself.
Let me go up and see the insults that Jan threw at me, even though she's claiming that it's just so immature for your mama to do that shit.
Talk to
Where
me.
you at, Jan?
Yes.
Jan?
Where I was at that point was gone. I'd said what I wanted to say. And then I left. I knew I wasn't going to have a conversation with this person. So I left. I mean, I understand it was a really long video. Poor Bridget.
Oh, it was a long stream. I kind of enjoyed it, but it was funny because I came in, I thought it was almost over, and I think it was only halfway through.
I think it went on for about 3 hours. So we've got somebody in here called Lance Leggins. Hi, welcome. He starts a lot of mess. And his laugh sounds like Nickelodeon Little Bill. Does it? I think it sounds like a crow. But the irony for me, and the thing that really makes me laugh, is that he seems to think that I sound like a crow. Right. Do you think we sound like crows, Edna?
You know what? I'm not even gonna cap. It was pretty funny when he played the crow sound.
Yeah.
I was dying.
Edna's happy tonight. Do you see what I had to live with, guys? You see, we've been doing this for some time now, and we still.
I'm sorry.
She still laughs when she shouldn't be laughing, and I had to put up with this, guys. But anyway, right, let's carry on.
And baby,
Yes,
I
Jan.
love you.
Go ahead, Jan.
Oh, where's she at? Oh, she disappeared. What happened, Jan?
I think that sounds like him laughing. I've been told he told his laugh a little bit. I wonder why. Da, 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 da.
Where's she
Where
at?
you at?
She left.
Still don't see you. Oh,
Her
here
and
we
Bridget
go.
packed
Here's
their
one.
bags.
Here's an insult. Disgusting. How about this?
That was an insult, saying disgusting. Oh, okay. I could have said a lot more. I could have said a lot more. I was being good. I was being very good.
Shouldn't you be doing something else at your age, even though
Hold on. I got to get that. Hold on.
Mm-hmm.
Let me put the screen up there. She got the screenshots. God damn it. She got the receipts.
Your mama's not used to editing, you see. He's not used to people being able to put together something like I've put together tonight. Ooh, that's strange for a 40-plus-year-old man. Carry on.
God damn it. Her got the goddamn receipts. Shouldn't you do something else at your age? Talk to her. She got the goddamn receipts. Go ahead.
she just said, oh, whenever I talk about they talk about my age, and even though I'm 16, but she went at my age just now. Did she not? All right, let's keep going up.
That's true, actually. I can't argue with that. I did go for her age as well. Because I just thought at 40, should you really be doing that? But anyway, carry on.
I mean, I agree.
So
She feels
did-
sorry for me.
Yeah.
Okay, let's keep going. Chad, you fucking idiot. No decent man would come anywhere near you.
I'm glad she laughed at that, because I believe it. I just believe it. But anyway, carry on. Are you still there, Edna?
Yep, I'm still here. It's
Okay.
it's nuanced, Jan. It's like I don't know. It's complicated because I've heard a lot of stories, or maybe not a lot, but I've heard enough stories from sex workers or just people who have been through abusive situations and things like that. And I don't know. It's like not a situation I would want to like make fun of.
I don't think I was making fun there. That wasn't a joke.
Well, not a joke, but yeah. Go ahead. Sorry.
I actually believed in what I said there. I just think, anyway, I'm sure your mama's going to tell me about myself. But I'm not going to spend the whole time going over every single word and every single nuance I used. But
Well, that's why I can't really say, because I just feel like there's so much in what you like your responses, and what kind of fueled them, and like what makes you feel the way you feel about them. And then I'm sure the same thing with Kate is, I'm sorry, girl, but it's like she's had her experiences, I'm sure, and I don't I don't know if she shared or what have you, but it's just kind of one of those things where I think it's way too nuanced to say who's right or who's wrong. It's like I don't know. It's entertaining.
Yeah, I know what you're trying to say. And there are certain things that I'm aware of, and I think I would take it and then say, I'm aware that I'm an older person. I'm aware that I've had a certain lifestyle, and I haven't had a certain lifestyle. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So, but I don't think that means that I should be seen as, you know, some evil witch because of my beliefs.
Well,
But
I
any
think that's interesting because they also hear your accent and kind of run with that. Where your mama said something along the lines of, "Oh, Jan, being born with a silver spoon in her mouth." It's like, do you listen to the show or don't you? And like, when has she ever said anything that would make you think that?
yeah, I know.
It's
It's ridiculous
yeah.
to even say that. And I think again, it shows his mindset. It shows more of his mindset than it does of mine. But anyway, this is quite interesting, and I agree 100%. 100%. I think the more he shows of his true character, the more it's understandable how he would like and um find comedy in somebody that openly does blackface, openly has said that his characterization is a what did he say it was? It was an homage to his black nanny. And then you've got this black guy here thinking it's funny. And I think it's more to do with mentality, really. And I think because Slow Mama has proved himself to be extremely slow, I think he cannot see how that could be offensive. It's just not something that he can comprehend. But then let's be honest, he doesn't comprehend very much at all. So yeah. He'd look great with a face of makeup. Okay, Capone. Listen, guys, we all know Capone likes your mama. But guess what? She's still allowed in here. Isn't that weird? So weird. And she quite often misbehaves and has to go in the naughty corner. That's it. Right. So let's carry on because I think as we go on, we get to see the true feelings of this man. It's not so much about my conversation with this woman. I think it's more about him trying to um prove me to be somebody that I'm not. Um so I think, I like you to sort of look at him more than listen to this woman who I can tell you I've never ever met anybody in the sex industry. I've said that more than once now. And to be fair, what am I gonna say? If I was out in a social setting and no, because I wouldn't. I was going to say, and somebody came up and we got in conversation. Okay, yeah. And somebody came up and we got in conversation, and I thought she was a nice person. And then she said that she was, a sex worker. I would be really taken aback by that. But then if I really liked, the woman, then I would have a conversation with her and I would ask why she chose that. Um, so yeah, anyway. I don't want to be sort it all about me. This isn't all about me. I just want to move on.
Oh, how about this one? I have two.
And this was disgusting. I have two daughters who are proud of me. Is your daughter proud of you? Jan Views.
This guy can't even get the name right. My name online is Jan's Views. And he can't even get that right. Either he calls me Jans, or he's been known to call me Views, or he calls me Jan Views. I mean, what's so hard?
He's done way worse with people's names. I would say Takara Transformations is the worst. He called her trans for a moment.
And did you notice this woman whose name is what? Hikati's daughter? He just called her daughter because there's no way he's going to manage.
Listen, we was all struggling with Hikate, but yeah.
Oh my God. I mean, you just have to laugh at it. Just
Oh yeah.
laugh, you know? Oh, Jesus, this man is just so pathetic. It's hilarious to me. Oh, yeah, so he's saying that that was disgusting. No, I don't think it was. I think I meant it at the time and I still mean it. What am I going to say? Yeah, I do have two beautiful daughters who are proud of me. Yeah, it's a fact. The fact that I asked her, "Is your daughter proud of you?" I don't think that has been disgusting. But of course, your mama does. I think Edna's fallen off the stool or the chair, so I'm going to move on quickly.
No. No. I don't know. Is it disgusting that you asked that question? I don't know. I mean, it's interesting. I think
You
it's
think
polite.
it's disgusting? Yes, all right. It may be impolite. Yeah, it may be impolite. Would I say that to somebody if I met somebody? I possibly could. I don't know. Who knows?
You know what, Jen? As a tax preparer, I've had all kind of people come across my desk, and I have to. I mean, I guess I don't have to service them, but yeah, I conduct my tax interview with them, and there's been a couple of people. I had one woman who was a sugar baby. I had one woman who was an exotic dancer. It's I, it's like, what would you do in that situation? You wouldn't want to prepare their taxes. Like, what if you had a student? Like, you're gonna take them, you're gonna disrupt their education to like lecture them about their lifestyle.
That's a really good point. That's a really good point to make. How would I feel if I had a student? Um, I think that I would get to know them. Obviously, you do, especially if you work one on one.
Right.
And I would get to know them and then maybe have that conversation with them, yeah. But I wouldn't ask them sort of in an accusatory way. Mama, Google that word. Um, I would sort of say, how did you get into it? How do you feel about it? And just learn. There's ways of finding out information without um, getting straight to the point. And I think if I was in my tutor role, um, it's not something that I think I would ever discuss with them, put it that way.
Okay.
And I don't think they would ever discuss it with me either. So I think it's a bit difficult to say, but yeah, I can't really change my views really on it. But no, I wouldn't refuse them anything because at the end of the day, that's the choice that they've decided to make. I would be intrigued to know why why they made that choice, but it's not for me to make them feel uncomfortable for doing that. That's not my place. Um, and some people could say, well, you made this Kate or whatever her name is feel uncomfortable. No, I didn't. She was mouthing off. She was mouthing off. And that's why I spoke to her the way I did by text. I mean, and by
All
that,
right.
yo mama, that means I didn't speak verbally to her. I was responding the way that I felt that she was responding to me. So yeah.
Disgusting.
Okay.
Disgusting.
Mm-hmm.
Talking about my two daughters are proud of me, but are your two daughters proud of you? Mm-mm-mm.
Here we go with the overdramatic response. Okay. Mm-mm-mm. All right. Hang on, let's see what Barley's saying. Please don't be upset. I'm here, but I am cooking and will. Okay. Yes, of course, darling. I know. I know. Don't worry about it, sweetheart.
Steve
Steve is
is hungry.
hungry.
What are you making? Are you gonna film it?
Go feed your man. I tell you what, he's blooming lucky. I see some of the meals you cook. They are amazing. I saw
Yeah,
the rice dish you did the other day, Barley. I thought it was amazing.
yeah.
Really nice. If you ever come to Europe and we meet up, you can cook for me. Well, you probably won't have a kitchen though, will you? But anyway, you know what I mean.
Well, you wouldn't offer your kitchen for her to cook for you?
Yeah, if she wanted to, if she can cook, yeah, why not? I wouldn't be adverse to
Can I
that at
come?
all.
Can I invite may I invite myself?
Yes, you can, but I know you won't get on an
If
aeroplane.
I know. Well, if Bally's going with me, Bally will hold my hand.
Okay, you can both come over. Come over to London, and I'll show you some London sights. Barley, have you
Mhm.
been to London? What she say? I will cook for you. I will cook to you. Oh,
Oh, I
I'd
would
love
come to
you to cook
you.
for me. Oh, you'll come to me. Okay. Yeah. Oh, I'd love that, Barley. Seriously. That'd be
Oh,
fabulous.
Italian sausage hot dog. Nice. I was thinking about getting sausage and brioche bun, but I spoke to my grandma. And she was like, "We're people that don't eat a lot of meat," and I was like, "You're right."
Oh. Oh, so Barley's been to England. Yes, I vaguely remember. Vaguely remember you saying that. Italian sausage with peppers and onions. That sounds really yummy.
That does sound good.
Mm, certainly does.
The flavors.
Yeah, let's get back to the moron.
Just disgusting.
Okay,
How are you gonna tell somebody's children being proud of them?
I just did. I just did. Okay, move on.
Because of what? What they work or what they do? You don't
Yep.
know this woman.
No, I don't know this woman. I was talking about the profession.
She could be the mother of the goddamn year.
Mm-hmm.
But you want to sit there and judge somebody.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, how could you? My daughters are proud of me. But are your daughters proud of you?
Yeah. Yeah. So it's absolutely true. I just cannot imagine myself being in that position. But you carry on, your mama. Tell me about myself.
What kind of nasty ass shit is that, bird?
Him playing the bird that sounds like him laughing. Well done, yo mama. Well done. Yeah, I agree with you, Tyson. He doesn't care about it. And that was another reason why I wasn't going to respond to it. And I thought, you know what? We could do this on Drama Friday. You do it the right time. Let's just do that. You won't mind. You just come out with the odd thing. Yeah, he doesn't care about it. We know he doesn't care about it. But
Yeah.
yeah, he doesn't. And if anyone believes that this moron gives a toss about what other people do or their feelings, then I would say go and give your head a shake because he isn't. This is all performative, okay?
Hmm.
Absolutely 100% performative.
You know what? I would
And
say
another
I don't
thing,
care, but I kind of do care a little bit. So, like, I don't know, if someone has something to say about me. Like when Bally gave her reading, I don't know, it was nice.
Yeah, yeah. So you're saying you care what people think about you?
Yeah, because we're real people. And, so we have real insights into, how we're presenting ourselves. So it's like, am I going to take it to heart where, I'm going to hate myself because, so and so said X, Y, and Z about me? No. But if I have 20 people all saying the same thing, I'm going to, kind of do some reflection and reconsider how I'm handling a situation.
You're so sweet. You're such a sweetie. Is this in real life or is this online? Do you care what people think about you online?
Yeah, online and in real life. Because I think what I give off online is genuine. So if someone, has a critique of it, I mean, but it's like, I don't know, I'm gonna be X, Y, and Z just because of my lived experience and who I am. So I'm not gonna be, I don't know, like, is it like, I don't know, just certain things. I don't want to like have anybody catching strays because I want to give an example. But let's just say I do something that's socially unacceptable, right?
Hmm.
That, like, if that's just who I am, then it's gonna be like, well, maybe that's just not acceptable to you. Like, I'm not gonna be everybody's cup of tea, so I will be all right with that.
Yeah,
If that's what I'm okay doing. But
yeah,
but it gives me an opportunity to look at it and to see if that's something that I'm okay um, coming across as.
yeah. See, I'll be honest with you. Because of what I do online, specifically with um, Drama Friday, I
Mm-hmm.
can honestly say I don't care what anybody thinks of me in that
Mm-hmm.
arena. I really don't care. And it's just as well because there's a lot of people that don't like me. They don't like the fact that I shoot from the hip or I'm very blunt. And some people like your mama will pick, or slow mama will pick on the fact, the easy thing to pick on, which is that I'm older.
Mm-hmm.
Some people don't like the fact that I can string words together without having to throw in a swear word. Um, so, those
Yeah.
people, they don't mean anything to me. They don't, I don't allow, well, it just doesn't, it just doesn't bother me. Now, because I have so many different areas in my life, even now, in my real life, then obviously I do care about what people think of me to a certain degree. Okay. If I'm in an art exhibition, if I'm doing an art exhibition, obviously I want people to like me. And, when you do an art exhibition, you have like evening, well, yeah, they are normally evening events where people can come and meet the artist. So obviously, if I'm in that scenario, then I want those people to like me. I want them to think that I'm talented. And so, to say that I don't care what other people think about me as a sweeping statement isn't actually true because in real life it is important to me. And it is important to me how my friends and my family see me. And luckily, they all love me. So because otherwise I wouldn't have any friends and I wouldn't have any family. So yeah. So in the real world, I guess there's layers of caring. There's layers of giving a shit. Do you know what I mean? Um,
Absolutely.
and it's like I live in quite a small community. I live in a village, and in the village, you get known for being who you are. Now, obviously, I don't want people to think that I'm some nasty old bint. Um, when I go to the shops or if we pass people in the street, So I'll always smile at people. I always say hi. And I know quite a few of my neighbors now. Um,
Mm-hmm.
so I think in that everyday living, then I think it's important that people like you, you know. But getting back to the online thing, I mean, if I'm doing an art tutorial, obviously I want to be liked. I don't want people coming on and saying, "Oh, you're this, that, and the other." Obviously, but in this arena, as I've said before, in this arena, I couldn't give a monkey's what these people think. It's only
But what
when it's like something slanderous, like Eggy Toaster said. That's when I pull the brakes up and say, right, enough, enough of that. But to hear this imbecile, Slow Mama, to hear his views on me means nothing to me. It doesn't injure me. It doesn't hurt my soul. It just means nothing to me. So, were you going to say something there, Edna?
Yes, I was gonna say the way you know how people say there's a saying that says the way you do one thing is the way you do anything. I just think that's kind of I don't know, that might be like food for thought. Whereas, because lots of people use that excuse is that, oh, this is just foodie beauty or this is just Sala or whatever. But it's
Mhm.
like, why are they the exception? Why is girl world the
Oh, you
exception?
mean, yeah, if people sort of say, even like if they've done something offensive or done something wrong in other people's eyes, as we've seen so often with people, um, what, sorry, I've lost the thread again. Um, so what you're saying is, if people would try and make excuses for who they are just by saying, well, that's me, lump it or like it. Is
I'm
that what?
sorry, Jen. You sound a bit muffled.
Oh, do I? Do I
Yeah,
sound
now
better
you're clear.
now?
Yes.
Okay.
I was like, wait, is something going on with my ear?
No, it's just my mic. And now Aska's come
Okay.
to have a chat. Hello,
See, I
Aska.
think it happened before. You were asking if I had gone away, but I couldn't decipher what you were saying.
Oh God, I hope my mic's not playing up. Let me have a fiddle fuddle.
It's
Is that
clear
any
now.
better? Is that
Yes, it's
okay
clear
now?
now. Hmm.
Okay. All right. Right, let's move on because we're like an hour in and we've still got quite a lot to get through. Right, okay.
I find it really disgusting that you would say something like this to somebody, to another woman. When you say that, your mama's so judgmental, but here you are judging somebody you never met. And
What's that got to do with anything? What's that got to do with the price of milk?
Well, Jen, it is Women's Month, and today is actually International Women's Day.
I know it is, but this happened the other day.
Oh,
Get
I have
the
my
joke there.
microwave. It's girl power and all that. Your mama's
Yeah,
just saying that
but I'm
he's
sorry,
surprised.
I can't give power to women who just lay on their back. I can't do that. Sorry. Call me whatever you like. I can't.
then at the end of the day, when you got really upset, it really showed your true colors, Jans.
When did I get upset? Oh, apparently I got upset, guys. Oh, that's news to me, but okay. When did I get upset?
It really did. When you said that every American, the miseducation of America, that's what you
Oh
said.
yeah.
You said the education system in America has failed.
That's my opinion. And that's my opinion as an educator. Educator. Um, yeah, and what I've seen, and I've spoken to quite a few Americans, I know that the education system has failed them. I'm not saying that about all Americans, but I think, you know, generally, I think there's a reason why the British education system is sought after by so many foreigners. I mean, we have so many foreigners come to England, uh, or Scotland as well, actually. Not Wales, surprisingly, but anyway, I've upset all the Welsh people out there now. But there's a reason why. Um, we have a hell of a lot of foreign students. I'm not making
Mhm.
these things up just to attack Americans. We have a hell of a lot of people come over here to seek English or British education. It's a fact.
I thought you were just gonna go based off of your mama as the example.
Oh God, he's a very good example, I have to say. But luckily, he's not the only American that I've spoken to. Um, let me just say, Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, I know, Si, and it's a fact. What can I say? We could get Google up, but I can't be bothered. But yeah, we become a really good educational system, and I mean, there are some that are failed by our education system, especially like from primary school through to secondary school. Um, and sometimes in secondary school, yeah, we have our failings as well. But generally speaking, the overall educational system is superior. Sorry, it's just the way it is. And Capone, you can go and sit in the naughty corner. Go and get yourself on the naughty step. I haven't Googled that yet. Give me a chance. Let me give I still haven't done it. Do you know what? As soon as I come up here, I don't even think about it. I don't think, oh God, Jan, you better go and Google about the Ford. But okay. Goodbye, lads. Imagine it.
Jen, you can never Google it now. Just
Uh,
let it be. It's a British. Ford is
uh,
British. Don't even think about it anymore.
and contrary to what people think, I'm always laughing at myself. I'm always laughing at myself because I have my dumb moments. Trust me. Oh God. Oh, thank you, Capone. It always reminds me.
But I find it funny, Jans, that you want to be around all these fucking Americans. Huh?
Oh, okay. I want to be around all these Americans. Okay, all right. Why do I want that then? Why is that then?
If American system has failed
Mhm.
and we are uneducated people, why the fuck are you always around us? Why I never see you around your Brits?
Is he serious?
Yeah.
Oh God. Sorry. Why am I always around Americans? Good point. Why am I always around Americans? I can't even bother to answer that. I can't now because I've got the giggles. Right, why? Right, if I think all Americans are dumb, why am I always hanging with the Americans? I don't think they're all dumb. I really don't think they're all dumb. I think there is a high proportion of them that are, and I think it's shown. Okay. Um, why do I only talk to Americans? Because they the things I watch, especially when it comes to drama, is usually about it's usually done by Americans. And it's usually followed by Americans. I know when I look at my stats, I know that I have more of an American following than I have of a British following. Do I throw my hands up in the air and say, oh my God, the Brits don't like me? No, it's just a fact that, there's a huge percentage of Brits that don't go on YouTube. It might seem strange to you Americans, but it's actually true. So there's that. There's also the fact that I do actually follow some British people. I follow Milk Tea. She's British. I like her. I follow that chapter. He's Irish. I follow the aviation channels. They're British. Um, who else? There was someone else. Oh, and some more true crimers, um, reaction channels. Yeah. So yeah, I do actually. Yeah. It's not that I just want to follow the dumb Americans. Don't worry about that. And I have to say, I hate to say this, but I think Slow Mama is fast becoming the dumbest American that I think I've ever had the displeasure of meeting. And may I also say that I have quite a few family members that are American that live in America. So yeah, okay. let's hear what else he's got to say. Sorry, he's just making me laugh now. It's just too silly. Just too silly.
Why I never see you around motherfucking Big Ben or the goddamn Queen, huh? Why ain't you at the motherfucking graveyard?
Here we go. A bit more performative. Right. Let's move on with that. I can't be bothered with that silliness. It's like, what? Has he gone back to school? He's regressed. He's regressed back to school at this point, guys. Okay.
She don't like it? Well, fuck it. You ain't got to be around here then.
But if you notice, although this is very performative, he's also very, very angry. He's very, very angry that someone is actually calling him out. He doesn't like that. He doesn't like it. Although I don't think I'm the first. Take you to Big Ben. You know. Yeah. Okay, come over. I know, come over. I know. Exactly. Exactly, Sky. And I could get offended that he talks about our Queen in that way, but I'm not going to be. I'm just not. It's just no point, really. It's a bit like it's just like watching, I don't know, it's a bit like watching Sesame Street, watching him, isn't it? Yeah, without the funny.
Really?
Yeah, I think so. With all the performing, do you know what I mean? It's
okay. I find the acting on Sesame Street to be pretty good. They say, it's not. They don't really ham it up.
Why doesn't that surprise me?
Yeah, I feel like that's a slight to Sesame Street. I'm sorry, and I can't stand for it.
Yeah, he does. He just reminds me. He could be. I wonder if he was that little boy. Do you remember years and years ago? There was a little boy, a little brown boy, absolutely gorgeous. I think he got quite famous because he sang the alphabet. Am I right?
Mm-hmm.
Does anyone know what I'm talking about? Was that your mama? Oh, no, it wasn't, because he could sing it properly. No, it wasn't your mama. Okay, carry on. Oh, no, what we're going to do, we're going to have a break. I need a break. And I'm sure that Edna needs a break as well. So we're going to put on a bit of music and just have a bit of a break, guys. All right. So we'll see you in a couple of minutes and get back to it. Now, this is where it all goes funny because I never get this right. Right. Okay, that'll do. And go make yourselves a quick cup of tea and I'll be back in the shake of a rat's tail. Is that the saying? I don't know. Hello, we're back in the room. Right, okay, let's carry on with this. I don't know whether Edna's still doing what Edna does in the break. I daren't ask her.
I'm here.
Okay, darling. Right. So let's just see. Yes, that's a really good reminder. We rarely all agree here. Very rarely. But we're all respectful. That's it. That's it. What you talk with the, what? What? Don't be silly. Now don't be silly. It's not gonna happen, darling. No, she just needs to mind herself. That's it. Anyway, let's carry on with this.
Shit. If you don't like what Americans, how we talk, our slang, our ebonics, and the way we get down, you don't gotta be around here. Shit. That's how we talk. That's how we talk to each other. That's how we grew up with each other. God damn it. And you gonna tell me how I gotta speak proper?
See, I think this is his issue. One of his issues is he doesn't like that I pulled him up on the way he speaks. Tough. As we Brits would say, tough titties. I know plenty of Americans that don't speak like you. I speak to my family quite often on what's it called? Like on the phone? I don't know. Anyway, I've forgotten. Yeah. And they don't speak like you, yo mama. No. And I've never once heard them use the N-word. Once. Never once, I mean. Oh God, it's starting to rain again. Yeah, so yeah, it's quite weird. It's quite weird that he seems to think that everybody is like him. What do you say, Edna? Is everybody like him?
No, definitely not.
Exactly.
Hey, fish.
Hi, random fish. Nice to see you.
Oh, I was gonna make a point, but I forgot. If it comes back to me, I'll just have to interject. I was trying not to be rude, but I can't remember it now.
Go, why you here? Bird? Ah, damn.
Like I said, sorry, I've got a tickle. Like I said, that sounds like him laughing.
Yeah.
Talking about my sons never said nigga. Of course they never said nigga. Shit. But if I go down there, I'm saying it. I don't care what she say. Improper.
Yeah, well, I'd like... Right, Edna, can you talk for a second? Because I need to get rid of this funny voice that's occurred to me. I need to go and blow my nose. And then I can answer him.
Okay, yeah, go right ahead. Yeah, I kind of zoned out and forgot what we were watching. What was he was talking about? Jen? Oh, KT's this panel and everything. Yeah, it's nuanced. That's right. So what do we have to say here? He can. Okay, Lance. That's what I was gonna say. I can't remember exactly what it was, but he was trying to make a point about I don't know, just speaking eloquently, and he was just stumbling all through it. I felt so bad. Okay, and Sky says, didn't he go to college, or am I mistaken? Capone said he went to college. Yeah, just because he might not come across as the best speaker at times doesn't mean he doesn't have a college degree. So they're mutually exclusive. Oh, Capone. Oh, you've made made a soundboard. Yeah. His reading skills aren't the best, but he tries. Listen, he's not the worst either. So, and the thing is, it's like he's out here, he's doing it, he's entertaining us. So, I give him that. Listen, Capone, I'm not going there.
Right, I want to address Lance. Lance says it as it is. He can barely speak proper sentences. That's it. That's it. Sorry, but hey. Okay, let's carry on. I have not a frog in the throat, but a tickle. I think that's what it's called. I had a tickle.
Okay.
Right, here we go.
Proper words and proper. Get out of here with that. This is YouTube. Shit.
Does he know how stupid he sounds saying that?
He has no idea.
Yeah, I think it just shows his limited knowledge about YouTube. Does he honestly believe that most people on YouTube act the way he does? Does he honestly believe that? I mean, we could be here all night going over, just the people that I subscribe to. And let me tell him that none of them speak like he does. I'm not even going to show that comment, Capone, so just stop it.
Yeah, but anyway. But the fact, like I said, the judgmental part, always judging people on their speech, always judging people on what their career goals is and what they do for a living.
That's not entirely true. It's the first time I've actually said anything about what people do for a living. It's none of my business. It doesn't, it has no impact on me. As I said, the only reason I spoke quite openly about how I really felt to that particular woman is because she was so bullshit. She was so full of it, trying to talk down to me and say, as if I should agree that her choice of employment was socially acceptable, and I don't agree with that. So that's as far as it goes. But I don't talk on it. I don't talk on EDNA's employment, Bridget's employment, anybody's employment. So that's a pack of lies. So yeah, okay. And I've forgotten the other thing he said.
Thinking that just because they do something for a living that they're not good parents.
That's not what I actually said. And quite honestly, do I think a prostitute could be a good parent? Yes. If the prostitute has a high maternal streak, of course they can be a good parent. But I would still question why they would choose to do that. And this guy, trying to talk to him, it's like bashing my head against a brick wall. There's no point. So I'm not going to talk to him.
I think it comes like his kind of projection with that kind of comes because it might not be specifically you, but lots of people in the community kind of do that. They'll say, oh, well, if you're a content creator spending so much time online, that means you couldn't possibly be a decent mother to your child.
Yeah, that's true. And people have said that to him, haven't they? People have said to him, will you shut yourself away in your garage? And, just to make fun of people, which is actually what he does do. He came into this space saying he was going to call out the hypocrisy. And when in fact, what he's done is show his own hypocrisy. And he doesn't realise that, So,
yes, I don't think he's necessarily shutting himself away. I think this is probably more than likely like his way to recharge, to kind of decompress for the week or for the day or what have you. His hobby, his fun time.
Does he look like he's having fun though most of the time? I don't think he does.
But
anyway, that's regardless.
Okay.
I think, the point that you made to begin with about him being very projective about, the way he perceives other people to be, I think it's more that it is projection, because there's been instances where I've seen him say that, they should they should go out. And in fact, when he's come for me before, it's like, oh, Jan, you should be out doing this, or you should be out doing that, or, you know, a woman of your age should be sat there knitting, or, you know, it's just, I think as Lance says, it's his insecurity. Bye, Capone. Have a good time at work. Thanks for coming
Bye.
in, sweetie, and have a wonderful weekend.
Because you was brought up differently. You was brought up in the world you was brought up in. But our world is a lot different. People that work certain careers and do certain things, that don't mean that they bad parents. That means they're providers.
That again, that's not actually what I said. I came out with the remark about, you know, being proud of your daughter. Sorry, of the daughter being proud of her, specifically because she'd been saying about, you know, her 20-year-old daughter. That was the only reason I said it. Otherwise, I would never have brought up children involved, you know. But yeah, he's going to try and twist and turn it and make it into something it wasn't. But never mind. Carry on.
And they looking out for their family. So the fact that you told this woman that my daughters are proud of me or your daughter's proud of you is unbelievable.
Well, it might be unbelievable to you, but it's not to me. Sorry, get over it, little man. Just get over it.
That just means you out of touch.
No, it doesn't mean I'm out of touch. It means I've got standards and I've got morals. That's what it means.
Well, go ahead.
2 beautiful daughters who are proud of me. Is
Yeah.
your daughter proud of you? Jana, why are you being a hypocrite right now? My God.
So she's called me a hypocrite. Why? I mean, why she called me a hypocrite? Why am I being a hypocrite? Because I've said that. There's nothing hypocritical about what I said. Oh, and I'm still waiting for, as Yo Mama has entitled this video, Jan gets dragged. I'm still waiting to be dragged, by the way. A bit like I'm dragging you, Yo Mama. See, there's ways of doing it without screaming and performative reactions and histrionics. There's ways of doing it.
Talk to her. Talk to her.
Silly little girl. I'm dumb, but you walk the streets with your fanny on show.
Was I lying? I don't think so. That's what I believe. I mean, obviously she's not going to go. She's not going to go out all frumped up, is she? In a frumpy frock, a Laura Ashley dress. She's going to go out with her backside hanging out. Yeah, okay, I'll stand by that.
By the way, Jan, if you want to see my fanny, you can just go over Azria the Amazon, Google.
No, I really don't. As hard as she may find, not everyone wants to look at her ass. And I certainly don't. No.
Yeah.
Wamatanye donated $4.99 through Super Chat. She's friends with a Syria abuser Jimmy Savile.
Oh, she is? I bet you she is.
So why do you bet that I am friends with Jimmy Savile, a serial abuser? Why do you bet that, yeah, Mama? I wonder why. It'd be difficult because he's 8 foot under now, somewhere where he should be, because he's a disgusting human being. But let's hear why Yo Mama thinks Jimmy Savile, Lance. Jimmy Savile, you'll have to Google it. It's quite a long-winded story, but he was a very famous man that used his celebrity to abuse young girls and also, I think, women as well. He's just disgusting. And this is something that I take offense to, what Yo Mama now says.
Talking about 16-year-old girls is different. Some of them are different kind of girls. Yeah,
So that's funny, is it? Yeah, Mama. It's funny, yeah. Talking about child exploitation is funny, is it? Great. Coming from a father in his 40s of 3 girls. Yeah, that's great. Carry on.
Mm-hmm. Bet you she did.
Shit, pussy, everything. Great pictures. I love it.
Talk to her.
So is sex trafficking
Talk to
different
her.
in Canada? Oh, okay, because she's stupid. Let's keep going.
Why am I stupid? Why am I stupid? Because I asked, is sex trafficking different in Canada? The reason I said that actually is because she made this big thing about saying she was from Canada. That's why I asked it. And she, in this video, is actually calling Bali a sex trafficker. That's what the whole conversation was about.
That's right.
So little Miss Smarty Pants here then comes out with, oh, well, you know, I'm in Canada and blah, 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 blah. Because I can't remember exactly what I said. Oh, God. Such a waste of time speaking to either of these two. But hey, here we go. Yeah, she's a Canadian. Yeah, I know. I know that now, but I didn't at the time. Yeah, we are, honey. Do you want to come up? My voice is
Bridget!
about to give, but at least you're filling the gaps a bit better than lovely Edna did. But we do still love Edna. We love Edna. We really do. You want to come up? Let me know. Um. Oh, you was talking about Bali. Okay. So what did you say? What did you say? I've got to find you now, Tasha. She is one that. Oh, I know. Yeah, you're all hanging on to that. I don't believe she is, but hey, I'm not. You know, I think I've said everything I need to say about that. But yeah, I know a lot of people still believe it, but yeah, I can't keep going over the same thing. Yeah, she's Canadian, I think. I think she's in Canada. Well, she said she did. Oh, I
Currently
think
in the
we were
US.
talking. I think that was when we were talking about schooling, when we were talking about education. And I said something about the American education system being sort of, you know, inferior to British. And she said, oh, well, I'm in Canada. And we got the same education system. I thought, okay. So do you have like all these foreigners go over to... Anyway, that's by the way. Let's carry on.
Oh, okay. We're gonna end it there. Oh, hold on.
Oh, she said more. She said more.
Sex work is for the brainless. Even though the moderator that she was defending on this channel, her mother was a sex worker and her father was a pimp.
See? Sex work is brainless. This
Sex work is for the brainless, I said. Not sex work is brainless, although, I mean, to be honest, I can't imagine you use your brain a lot in sex work. That's, what can I say? But what I actually said was sex work is for the brainless. I was told that that's not necessarily the case, and that there are some intelligent sex workers. So yeah, do I still think the same? I don't know. Yeah, no, I don't think that all sex workers are brainless. I will walk back on that because I know and I do understand that some people do it in order to get through college or whatever, you know, have a better standard of living. Yeah, I have to walk back on that. But I would still question their choices, but then that's just me. That's just me. What can I say? Bridge, you want to come up, darling? We're not going to be on for much longer, though. Right, okay.
is what I'm talking about with an old woman like this that come from 1827.
Yeah, okay. You keep age shaming me. Okay. And I'll keep height shaming you, little man. Okay?
Well, he went from 5'9" to like 5'11" now, right?
Is he? He's not 5'11". You can tell by the way he sits in that seat. And when he stands up, he's not much higher than the seat. Have you noticed that? When he rage quits
Mm-hmm.
his live streams, he's not much taller than the chair. So I think
Yeah.
we can, yeah, I think we can guess. What I noticed, and I must say, I want to carry on with this because it's not interesting. You talk on.
I'm s- I'm
I
sorry, Jen, you were muffled. What did you say?
I said it's quite interesting. Is that better?
Yes.
Why am I being so muffled? Probably because I talk too much. Um, it's quite interesting what he actually has to say and what his thoughts are of sex work. I was like, do you listen to yourself? But anyway, never mind. Let's carry on.
You don't know what it takes. You don't know what it is to be. You live so properly your whole life. Silver spoon in your mouth and all that other. You don't know what.
So I've got a silver spoon in my mouth.
I was like, whoa, okay. That's what we expect from your mama and his research. So you can't really be mad about it.
Listen, just because I've grown up in like in certain areas and I was taught to speak properly and I went to decent schools. And I've got a reasonable education. It doesn't mean to say that I was born with a silver spoon in my mouth, you moron. It's insane.
Another
You know
person
what though?
had to
Oh,
do to make it. Or
Yeah, go on.
no, it's okay. I was just about to kind of go off on a waffle. So
Go for a
you're good.
waffle. Have a
Well, I
waffle.
was just.
Because every time I
I mean, I
stop,
was just.
go on, and you say, "No, it's all right, Jan. I was going." Just say it. Just come
Yeah,
out.
well, no, I was just gonna say, sadly, I've kind of gotten that a lot of the time where I don't think I necessarily got, the best education, but it's pretty decent. It's good. Excuse me.
Okay, now Edna's had to go
Sorry,
off with
I had a
throat
cough.
issues.
Sorry. And it's like, I feel like, that shouldn't be the outlier. That shouldn't be kind of like a special deal. That should be standard. Everybody should have, a decent education to be able to speak properly.
I
And that's
know.
not to take anything away from, AAVE or anything. It's just, we shouldn't have the essence of education to be, like a limiting factor in any kind of way. Not when, everyone's required to be at school for the first, like 16 years of their life as an American.
Mm. I think. Do you know what it is? I think he sees more. He wants people to dumb down. Do you know what that means?
Hmm.
Instead of wanting people to, uh, how can I put it? He doesn't like people that aren't as dumb as him, if that makes sense. So the way he's lecturing here, it's like, well, just because you speak in a certain way and just because you've had this and you've had that, he doesn't know anything about my childhood. I've spoken about it in my live streams, and I certainly wasn't born with a silver spoon. Especially what, me being mixed race. Are you kidding me, man? Are you kidding me? Mm.
Well, I
Yeah.
mean, you said that you grew up in care. So
Yes,
that's like the
exactly.
opposite of, I mean, it didn't make
Mhm.
any sense.
No, absolutely. And I think I I mean, I don't want to sort of make it sound like I feel like I'm inferior to that I'm superior to him, but it's very difficult to have an argument with somebody whose thought process is so black and white, is it? Simple?
Yeah.
I don't know. He doesn't seem to be able to think in, he seems to have no logical thought process. And yeah, it's insane. Yeah, he's stereotyping. I need to cough.
Okay. Yeah, he stunted right. Pew pew. Stunted.
I think he must be. Are you coming up, Bridge? Yeah, even Bridge knows she is. Come on, because he's saying that I only want to what's the word? Surround myself with dumb Americans. And yet I've got 2 people on my channels who are far from dumb, who can string a sentence together. Well, Edna does most of the time, but
I was gonna say, and I was like, let this ride as far as it will go.
Sorry, I couldn't let that go.
I know.
Yeah, but it's like, oh, give up.
Yeah.
Fuck it. That's just what they enjoy. They want to give pleasure to somebody and get paid for it. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Okay, now this is him talking about a prostitute. Look at his actions. Right? He's all like, if they want to go
Jen,
out,
I've seen.
just to other
Listen,
people,
Jen.
let them
I've
do
seen
it.
But Jen, I've seen a documentary where it was essentially like medical prostitution, right? People were disabled, but they still wanted to have an orgasm.
Yeah, are you telling me? Right, okay. Listen, we've got to go back on that, right? Are you telling me that prostitutes, their whole ethos is about giving pleasure to people? I'm sorry, but I don't think it is.
I'm just saying that if there is someone who sets out to become a sex worker with that as their goal, as their mission, is that not honorable, Jan?
Oh, well, I'm kind of stumped there. I'm stumped. Yeah, I can't really think of it that way. I can't imagine that any girl gets to 19, 20 or whatever and says, I know, I'm such a humanitarian. I'm going to go out there and put my pussy out there. I just
No,
cannot see.
Jan, the women who were working in this capacity
You
in
know
this
what I mean?
documentary.
It's like, no.
No, because
No,
they were
there's
like
other things you
40-year-old
can do.
women. They were
There's
like
other
40, 50-year-old.
There's other things you can do other than, put your bits and pieces out there.
But
And
Jen, this could be your second leg as an educator. You can go to sex education.
Shut up. Shut up. We've got Bridget in the house. Hi,
Can you hear
darling.
me? Hello.
Hey, Bridge.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
You sound
Okay.
you sound a little bit different, but anyway, carry on.
Because I'm in the car.
Oh,
That's
okay.
all right.
Drive
It's
safe.
fine. It's fine.
But thanks for popping up.
No worries. So what's happening?
Oh,
I know
well, we were just talking about your mama, talking about this Kate.
We're just going over this.
Dragging, I guess. Is that what it is?
He's such a liar. I don't understand. And he tells these unnecessary lies. Like, why?
Well, Bridge, you wouldn't know because you ran away from the dragging.
Yeah.
Where?
Where was my support? thought you ran.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I ran away. I stopped it. Let me stop it here. Did he watch the whole video of mine? Because clearly he subscribed to me still.
Right.
Oh my God. You just have to laugh at him. It's just insane.
God.
And the way he runs with it, you know, it's like, God, man, you're just insane. Right, can you hear if I play the video, Bridget, or was there something else you wanted to say?
No, go ahead.
Okay.
Let's keep going. Oh, okay. We're gonna end it there. Oh, hold on.
Oh, she said more. She said more.
Sex work is for the brainless, even though the moderator that she was defending on this
To that surgery, and he has to.
Right, I've skipped that because we've already done that. Now, this bit, when he says about the surgeon, I tell you what, my chin hit the floor. Okay, listen, I'm sorry, guys, but if I'm going to a surgeon and I find out that the night before he came out with a bloody...
You know what? He kind of sold me on that way. Because I'm like, if I'm having surgery, I want my surgeon to have whatever he needs to be in top form.
Mm-hmm. He got some of that nervousness out of his system, you know? So.
Why can't he go to his wife? Why does he have to go to some hooker? I think it's terrible.
Because he's a top surgeon, Jan. The man, he doesn't have time to build relationships.
Let me tell you. Let me tell you. All these rich men, a lot of these rich men, they have escorts. They do have escorts.
I can say you two aren't even going to agree with me, so I'm just going to put you in the corner.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm supposed to have your back. I'm supposed to have your back. I forgot.
Yeah.
You know what? Next week, Jan, I'm just going to agree with everything you say.
See, this is what happens when I have intelligent Americans that I hang with. I need to find me some dumb ones that think the way your mum does. That's what I need. Right, okay.
See? Sex work is brainless.
Mm-hmm.
This is what I'm talking about with an old woman like this.
Oh, shut your face. Shrimp. Okay. Hang on, it's been very... I just want to find that bit where he's...
Sometimes, shit, before a big-ass surgery, a doctor needs something. Before he go to that surgery and he has to do a heart replacement.
Listen, if you're working on my heart...
that pick me up.
Absolutely.
He needs to pick me up. Listen, over here, we'll get a cup of tea with 2 sugars in it.
Put a little cream to make it extra rich, right?
Oh my God! But look at his face. Look, he's trying to be all sanctimonious here. Look. Yeah, oh, didn't you know that's what surgeons do? Because before they perform a life-saving surgery. Oh, shut up, you moron!
She got to take responsibility for saving the motherfucker's life, just like the doctor did. Because maybe the doctor didn't get what he like. Man, I'm stressed out. That night, he get what he get, and then he come back in the morning and he's prepped. He's in there.
What? Because he's been with a blooming hooker the night before. Can you hear yourself, man? I mean, what? I'm almost speechless.
He's relaxed, Jan.
Edna,
the man's got all his nerves off.
Edna, I'm going to send you to the naughty step.
Okay.
You have to go to the naughty step. He's definitely a shrimp, little slow mama. He is. Do you know what? If I was married to somebody who had these thoughts, I'd be a bit concerned. Do you know what I mean? It's like, oh, Jan,
Oh,
Jan,
yeah.
you've got to have your operation tomorrow. But don't worry, I'm sure the surgeon's been out and got himself a hooker the night before. He'll be fine. It's only that. 'Cause I saw him going into that brothel down the street. You'll be fine. You'll be fine, Jan. Oh my God. It's insane.
Hey, doctors are people too.
Edna, stop it.
Whoop, whoop, whoop. So for Jan Views to be judgmental like this and not know what the fuck is going on is crazy.
It's funny. He talks about not knowing what the fuck is going on. That is hilarious.
Yeah.
Can you imagine if his wife has to have an operation? He'd be getting to, finding out who the surgeon is, send him round, rent a hooker, so that to make sure that he's relaxed to perform on his wife. You know what I mean? Oh God, you just have to laugh at him.
What? Shit. But again, like I said, judgmental. She come from a different place. She was raised differently. So she's judging everybody based on the way she was raised and how she grew up and what she was told.
Well, no, that's not actually true. I don't judge most people. I don't judge Bridget. I do judge Edna sometimes because I wonder what's wrong.
I feel judged a bit. It's okay.
Oh dear. I mean, yeah, no, I don't really judge people in that way. Only if they give me cause to. But yeah. But honestly, I couldn't believe when he came out with that. I'm sorry. No.
She can't break the mold. I always said this about Jan Views.
Oh.
She cannot break out of who she is and what she was taught because she's too old.
Damn.
It's real funny that he didn't have all this criticism for you, like maybe 6 months ago or so.
Right.
You know?
When did you become old, Jan?
I know. I've overnight. I've become senile.
It's so funny.
Overnight. And yeah, it's like I was saying, Bridget, I don't know if you were here at the beginning, but it's like I said to him, as senile or as elderly as I am, I can still put on a better show than he does. I can still create fantastic backdrops. I don't have to have like a sheet behind me, a green screen. I don't need that because despite my my age, I'm capable of doing that all myself. I mean, yeah, it's weird that, isn't it? And he has the goal to try and use my age against me. I don't know, Lance. I don't know what it is with ageism with him. I think it's just something that he's focused on with me because obviously I am older, obvious. So it's just something. It's a juvenile's way of picking on somebody because he's got nothing to come for.
I was going to say too, because our elderly president, our geriatric president, he just gave a speech. He just gave a speech yesterday, and he talked about it because everybody's always talking about how old he is, but he basically combated that with, I have the experience. He was like, I was there during this war, and I was there during the attack on Pearl Harbor. I know what happened, and I know how to handle these things because I have the experience. So age is not always a deficit.
That's a really good response as well to people that call him out on his age. And, it's like I said earlier, I think, I don't know whether it's because Yo Mama fears getting old himself. But as I was saying, Bridge, I mean, he's 40 plus now. He could have a
Yeah, I was gonna
daughter.
say
He
he's
could be a
there.
grandfather.
Uh-huh.
And perhaps
Yeah.
he's recognized that in himself, and maybe he's scared of his own mortality. So that's just something, or maybe that's just giving him too much.
Yeah, I think too much credit. He just is going for like low hanging fruit. That's all that is. He
Yeah.
hasn't thought about the future.
Yeah.
I would give him the existential crisis of being middle aged. It hits you hard.
Yeah. Yeah, I think so. He only knows how to be a comedian, says Tasha. He can't hold his own in a different conversation the same way. Exactly. Can you hear that
True.
motorbike? The motorbike going up the road. Yeah, that's exactly it. And I think he proved that when when me and Bridget had him on panel, and we were trying to sort of find out, because he kept coming for Bridget, and was really rude when we were talking about the ancestral stuff, and he was just so rude to Bridget. So I thought, I know, I'll invite him up so that we can have a conversation.
He
And
wasn't ready, Jan.
he wasn't ready. He just wasn't ready for it. And I think, all these things, maybe all the culmination of these things, Google the word culmination, Mama. The culmination of all those things, I think, is just too much for him. And he just feels that we're attacking him all the time. But then he shouldn't be acting like a bloody idiot all the time.
So wait a minute. Like, he brought me into the whole Hecate and you situation. And I didn't have anything to do with it.
He sure did drag you into it, yeah.
Was that before you'd done the video?
No, it wasn't before, but he was reviewing Hecate's video of her dragging you. And my video wasn't even featured. He just told lies about what I had said.
Yeah. Well, he's good at that, isn't he? But from what I can see, though, everything's not all going his way now. I think people, not all Americans are dumb, Mama. And I think that some people are seeing him for the clown that he is, As Lance says, he actually has a granddaddy laugh now that I think about it. I know. It sounds like the crows that he's saying sounds like me. Do you know what I mean? I don't sound like a bloody crow, you arsehole. Yeah, he kept talking over you and Bridget, thinking he was trying to school Bridget. I know.
No way in hell he would ever school me on anything, ever in life.
But I think that's what really really upsets him as well, though. And I think that's where some of the anger's coming from. I think he's realized that there's no way that, that anything he says is going to have any sort of effect on you or I, or also, or also Edna, because.
No, I'm very hurt to be called a moron on this panel. I'm offended.
Was that before or after he invited you to be a mod?
This was after the mod invite. No, because first it was like, Edna's okay, Edna come here. But I think I might be okay now because I think he invited me back.
Oh, you get yourself over there then. Go on, see how long you last with these haters in the chat. I tell you, you wouldn't last 5 minutes. Because they all hate me and Bridge.
No, it's funny. I was in chat. I was in Kate's chat, and I guess they just didn't remember it, or it was too early in the stream. So that was funny.
Oh God, never ending.
When you get to that age, you already set. Ain't nobody gonna be able to change your mind.
Oh really?
What do you know about being 80?
Okay. Girls, you might as well give up. You're not going to be able to change your mind on anything. But because here we have a master a master in the science of aging. Here we go.
Whatever your mind is set on, that's it. I know old people like her in her age, and I try to have conversations with them about the.
How old am I then? He knows people in my age.
I know old people. I've talked to one before.
Oh, stop it, my wrist is aching.
Some of my best friends are old people, you know.
And they're all done too. They can't change.
I used to work with an old person. You know what? My grandma's an old person.
Yeah. Can she break the mold, Edna?
Break the mold. I'm not sure. You know what? She cracked me up though, because she was calling everybody a baby and a child. I'm like, wait, did you just say that person was 70? Wait, didn't you just say that person was 90? She just turned 95. So she's like, well, I used to wipe his butt, so he's a baby to me. I'm like,
oh, bless her. Bless her.
It's so funny.
Can you imagine, in all seriousness, can you imagine an elderly person trying to have any form of conversation with Slow Mama?
Well, let me tell you, because you know, I talk to my dad all the time. I tell him about all this stuff, and whenever I talk about your mama, he was like, "Oh, that's a fucking idiot."
I was gonna say, yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Because my grandma was schooling me, because she was like, "Yeah, can you believe it? I'm a great grandmother." And I was like, wait, are you sure? That's a lot of generations. And she's like, well, listen, I'm so-and-so's my granddaughter, and then she has a daughter. You know, I was like, okay, ma'am, you got it.
Bridge, I have to ask you, what did you think of his take with you wanting to move back with your father?
I didn't hear that. What did he say? I didn't hear that.
Oh God, I can't even remember which one it was on. And he was mocking the fact that you want to live with your father because you're not strong enough to live on your own. So you want to move back with daddy, and how he would never move back with his daddy if he moved, you know, even if he moved next door.
He's a grown man with a family. He can't live at home.
Listen, I've been on my own since I was 18 years old. I moved out at 18. I am way past 18 right now. Since he calls me old, I am way past 18. My father is 88 years old and retired and doesn't have a job. So how is my dad going to take care of me?
Exactly. And that's what I thought. I thought, do you know, he's so insulting to so many people, because I knew that your dad was in his 80s. And I thought, I know for a fact, if Bridget went to live with her dad, the first thing she would be thinking is, I can take care of him.
Yeah. Because, like, I worry he's all the way in St. Louis and he is living on his own. And I'm just like, what if something happens? Like, sometimes I'll call, he won't answer the phone. And it's usually he didn't turn down the volume on his phone and don't know how to turn it back up. And I'm just like, what if something happens? Maybe something happens in his sleep.
Yeah.
But my mind automatically knows here because,
you do get worried.
I don't understand people I can't understand Joe Mama not understanding that. How can that not even come into his mind?
Well, to have the opportunity to spend with your loved ones at that time.
Look,
some people take it as an honor to care for them.
I am over the age of 40 years old. Okay, I'm too weak to be on my own. Age of 18.
Oh, Bridget, you're breaking up.
Bridge, you're breaking up, honey.
Oh no.
Come.
I'll be back.
Oh, you're there.
Hold on.
You're there.
Oh, I'm here?
Yeah.
Yeah, we
okay. I was just saying I'm over the age of, I'm over. Yeah, and I've been
Oh, I think you're breaking up again.
Yeah, we've lost you, honey.
Oh, I'm back. I got a phone.
Okay,
Oh, she said she got a phone call.
okay. Are you back or you on the phone? Okay, well let's just play a bit more of this because I think we're nearly done.
Okay.
I'm
All
back.
right.
And they just can't get around to it.
Oh, sorry. Are you here now, Bridge?
I'm
Well,
here
I
now.
mean,
I'm here now.
okay. I
Okay,
mean,
so what were you saying?
I can fully understand what you meant
Oh
by
yeah,
it, and
I
I'm
said I'm over
sure
the age of.
most people would.
Yeah, yeah. It's just, he's a moron. He always calling everybody else a
Yeah.
moron. It doesn't make any sense.
And you
Yeah.
know,
I don't. I
I
just think
just
it's
think it's so
insensitive to those
rude.
of us who don't have our parents. Where it's like you, like I would love the opportunity to spend more time with my mom. You know what I mean? Like it's so to say like you're lame for living with your parents. I just think that's so like immature.
I
And
think the
also,
thing about him, I think
go
the
on.
thing about him, is he wants to pick on something so bad because his little feelings are hurt and he's so upset about me and you, Jan, and he just needs to find something. But he sounds fucking stupid.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
he does. He does. But I think, when you look at it in a serious, well, if you can take him seriously, the fact that the things he says are more sort of eye-opening about him. I mean, what if his mother or his father were, in their 80s and were struggling, or he was worried? Would he not worry about his own parents and
Hmm.
perhaps say to them, look, why don't you come and live with me, or whatever? Does that not cross his mind?
That's why I say it's immature because it's gonna happen. It's like all this age shaming. You be lucky to make it to 80 like Jan. You know.
Oh God. Okay, I'll take that because I'm always having a dig at you, so that's fine.
But no, but
But
seriously,
I
no, I'm
know.
done.
I mean, I didn't think anything of it when Bridget said that, and and in fact, I thought, oh, that's lovely, because I know Bridget and her dad are close, but for people to make fun of that, it's like, really? Is that what you're made of? That you mock people because they have a
Hmm.
strong relationship with somebody in their life? I just can't fathom it, to be honest. It's just mad. So let's just finish this off now.
they ain't on YouTube trying to teach others and try to look down upon other people or young people saying, "Oh, you're not doing it right."
Oh, okay. So I think he's classing himself as a young person. No, love, you're getting very close to middle aged. Okay, you're
Listen,
40 plus.
anything, yeah.
Okay, you're not a young person. Even if you wear
Mhm.
your hat backwards, you're still not a young person. Get
Yeah.
over it.
This is a nuance. This is a new age, and she just can't break out of her mindset, and that's her problem.
Oh, it's my problem, is it? Okay, all right. I love learning about myself from this moron. I love it.
And that's why she gets on panels and she gets up and she wants to tell people what to do and how to talk and how to. Ma'am, sit down. This is YouTube.
Uh, I want to get on panels and tell people how to talk and I should sit down with my crochet hook and say nothing.
Listen, Jen, I like to crochet. Nothing's wrong with crocheting.
I used to crochet. I haven't done it for years, but maybe I should get it out because I'm just too old for this stuff.
Yeah,
I can't
the
sort of.
technology, the YouTubes is too much for you,
It's just
obviously.
too much for me. And forget StreamYards. I can't do anything on
Or
StreamYard.
Canva, yeah, or
Oh,
Canva.
yeah, or Canva. No, I should just sit back and just wait to die, I think. Just
Oh,
wait to die,
jeez.
Jan. She's back. You
I'm
there?
back. Yes.
Welcome back.
What I was saying, I think I'm just gonna have to sit back and wait to die with my crochet hook bridge, because YouTube isn't for me. Mind you, coming from somebody who's been on YouTube for 16 years, that's a bit much, really. But yeah, okay. I don't know what that noise, that echo is, Missy.
I'm about to get out of the elevator.
I
Sorry.
was on mute. Yeah, I know. She's trying to throw me out here. I was on mute.
Yeah, usually it's Edna. Or it's Barley and she's tapping on her keyboard. See, that's why I shouldn't be on YouTube. I shouldn't be on here, should I, yeah, Mama?
Oh
But
no, I like it.
Jans, I found it hilarious that you attacked me based on the way I came at your panelists. That's what you said. The way I talked about Bridget.
No, I'd come at you before then, but yes, I was not very happy that you showed disrespect to my panelists, not only once, but several times. And in particular, the time that you joined the panel and didn't even have the manners to greet myself and also Bridget. Yeah, so I did have an issue with that.
Well, he was trolling, Jan.
He had his troll cap on backwards, did he? Okay. All right.
It was the reason why you had to make videos, stand up, and come against me. Okay.
Well, I'm not allowed to answer you, and you make unfounded accusations about me. What, you think I'm too old for that? I should sit there on my rocking chair and just, not say anything, even though I do have the capabilities of doing it. I don't need a green screen. Remember that.
Well, how come Bridget didn't do the same thing for you?
Oh, here we go.
How come when you got dragged in the street and your wig flew off and you was walking around?
I got dragged in the street? When? You haven't even shown it. You've not shown it. Where's the evidence, plonker? And also, I don't wear a wig. I haven't worn a wig for years.
I knew she was gonna say that.
It's my own hair. I've got long hair, not like you. I don't have to get the crayons out, get the black crayons out, and start sort of drawing a hairline and filling in the dots with black.
I thought we said we weren't gonna talk about his painted on hairline.
Do you want me to get that picture? Do you want me to get that picture? You know you do. Right, where is it? Oh, I don't know if I can. I don't know. Hang on a minute. Where is it? I know it's here somewhere. Where's the little baldy man? Here he is. What is it? In for a penny, in for a pound. That's what us oldies say. Right, let's see. Let's see if I can do this. Right. Oh, yeah. Right. Hang on one sec. I'm going to have to present. Can I do that? Present. Stop that bit. And then present thing. Okie dokie. Let's do this. So now, has it come up? Yeah. So what were we saying? I've forgotten now what we were saying. But I would say
Bridget is gone. She wants no part of this.
You've gone very quiet. Bridget is like, oh, Jan, can't believe she's done that. But while we're talking about hair, me being dragged around. Oh, Bridget's run off.
Bridget, bye, Bridge.
Oh,
She said no, thank
while we're
you.
talking about hair, can we seriously not discuss hair? I mean, my hair it doesn't look like that. All right. What's going on here? What's this? What is that? Bridge, I'm waiting for you to come back because I love Bridget's laugh.
Man.
Oh, so he's talking about me being dragged by my hair.
Right.
Get yourself
Bridge,
up
you
here.
wanted-
She's gone to get the computer.
You wanted to be here for the Your Mama Dragon. This is it.
Come on. Come on, missus. Get up here.
I'm home
Bridge?
again. I'm home.
Oh, hey. Bridge said she gonna stand up for this dragon. Come on.
Girl.
Come through.
Girl. Right, he's saying I was dragged around the streets by my wig. I think he was dragged around the streets by his wig. And that's what's left of him.
I'm going to start calling you Patches.
Yo, mama, dang, Jen got you.
I got him.
Yep.
I got him. He filled in his hairline with black Crayola. Yes. He got a bowling ball shaped head. I mean, are we talking about it? Seriously? Seriously? Now I know why he wears his hat back to front. Because he doesn't want to show the baldy bit. He doesn't want to show that bit. Does he? He's hiding that. So he flips the hat, you know, like, I mean, I'm just trying to think. My grandson's now 12. I don't think even he wears his hat backwards now, his cap backwards. But that's why Yo Mama wears it backwards, because also he doesn't want he doesn't want the sun beating down on that bald patch. You know, it might affect his brain, but then maybe that's a bit too late for that. But okay, hang on, I want to try something. Right, so I'm going to go there. I'm going to make you bigger. There. That's it. Although I shouldn't really be able to do this because I'm too old, but hey, I'm going to give it a go. Right.
Well,
Okay.
while we have a down minute, I want to thank Bridget because I placed in my company's like trivia night. I tapped into Bridget's energy. I was like, I'm here. Well, I wasn't here to win, obviously, but I placed.
Well, that's amazing. Yeah, why doesn't he just shave it all? I mean, he's getting on, you know, he's nearing middle age.
He is middle aged.
Style. It's
He
like
is
a faux hawk or
middle-aged.
something, right? Or mohawk?
Yeah, that's what I thought. Is he going for the mohawk look?
No,
I
he
think
wasn't
probably
able.
is.
He wasn't able to get to his hairspray doctor. You know, he got that spray on hair. He wasn't able to get that. That's what people have said. Like his hair is painted on.
Yeah.
Oh no, it definitely is. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's not like just your mama that does it. I mean, it's a thing. Guys do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we're just talking about him at the moment. Okay. We're just talking about him. All right. So yeah, let's not, yeah, Mama. All right. If we're talking hair, I think I've got a better head of hair than you have, and I'm not wearing a wig. Isn't that funny? My hair goes down my back. Yours sort of stops. I don't know. Well, at the just at the top there. Yeah, embarrassing. So yeah, all right. I do laugh at myself. Right, okay, we're nearly finished, girls. We're nearly finished. Right, hang on. Right, let's get Plonker back. Him with the receding hairline. I didn't realise that when they said receding, that it could mean from the back as well.
Oh, Jan.
It's a 360.
Yeah, 360. Oh, Lord.
Why did your girl dip on you in the chat?
Oh.
And now why the next day she went ahead and she promoted the channel? Matter of fact,
Oh,
she made a video
let
great.
me just say too that when Hecate was about to review your part, there was Nicole Y was in the chat and she specifically asked me, Bridget, are you still there? And I'm just like, I'm here. It's all recorded in the chat, and he's just making up stories.
Yeah.
Of course he is. He's a liar, pants on fire. We know that.
Somebody said, "Oh, don't backtrack now," and Bridget was still commenting. I'm not backtracking. I'm still here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just because I think you said something along the lines of I didn't hear all of that, or and the thing, honestly, when you're on panel versus when you're in chat versus when you're just listening, you get different levels of information.
That's right. Edna gets none. She just but we love her for it. Right, okay, so Bridge, you've got to answer his questions now. Okay.
Okay.
Here we go.
Hecate's video was, but didn't want to play the Jan drag part. She wanted to just keep it to the part before the dragging.
Which is respectable.
I'm still waiting for the dragging. I'm still waiting. So far, he talked about this for what? Oh, from 22 minutes to 40. So just under 20 minutes. And I see no dragon. But okay. All right. You keep spinning your web of flies.
Yeah, like that, She just got, right before the drag, she stopped. She said, I'm going to stop right here. Because I don't want to see my friend get dragged.
Oh, thanks, Bridge.
But Bridge, didn't you go over like the whole stream?
The part I skipped, the only part that I skipped was when Bally was telling her story again. I was like, I heard the story. I'm not really interested. Let me fast forward past this. And I said, I specifically said, I want to get to the part where Hecate is talking about Jan.
All right.
Yeah. But Slow Mama doesn't understand that. Never mind.
Find that funny, Jans. You did that for her, but she didn't do it for you.
God, how bloody old is this man? Jeez, Louise.
I kind of want to talk to him nicely. Like, it's like, can we get a mix? Can we get a mix of the two? It's like it's all talk to me nice, or it's all bird.
Yeah. So now we've got the birds, which I think sounds more like him laughing. I have to say.
Birds!
Oh, I've got a question for Yo Mama. For Slow Mama.
Listen, is this?
I wonder.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Jane. You asked to say your question. I know. I'm sorry.
Let me. Timing, Edna. Right. I've got a question. She does it every time. Anyway, I've got a question. What is a group of birds called, Yo Mama?
Uh-oh.
Isn't it a flock?
No. No.
A gaggle?
Crows. Yeah. A group of crows. Let's see. Come on, intelligent people in the chat, all three of you. Come on.
Isn't it a killer of crows or something like that? Is it
similar?
Or a murder?
Yeah. There we go. Killer.
Yeah.
Killer, murder, whatever.
Yo, Mama, there are intelligent Americans. You just don't happen to be one of them. Sorry. I'm not sorry.
But anyway, that's not what we're here today.
Oh, okay, we're done.
Get this sweat off. Sweating in this motherfucker.
Yeah, because you're so ridiculous. Yeah, granddaddy laughing. I like that. No, I just think he sounds like a murder of crows. That's what I'm going to go with. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Like a murder of crows. Right, okay. So we've reached the end. She's kept me here for like 2 hours and 20 minutes. Bridget, have you got anything else to say about these accusations aimed at you?
These aunts and ankles.
Yeah, these ants and angles.
Clearly, Yo Mama does not follow through with his homework. Hannibal has been telling him to do his homework for over a year now. He didn't even finish watching my video before he started throwing these accusations my way, not knowing what the fuck he is talking about. Just shut up. I wasn't even involved in this whole situation, you dumb. This is just dumb.
It's insane,
Stupid.
isn't it?
Does he like being humiliated? I just don't understand. Like, because every time he comes for me, it's some stupid stuff that he does not know what he's talking about.
I wonder, do you think it's because that he just gets the information in clips?
Yeah.
So he doesn't actually watch them all, and which is interesting because I know you were on the panel at the time when he admitted to watching every single one of FOG's live streams. Do you remember that?
Could you imagine?
Now let me ask, if he's watching every single one of her live streams, then why does he harp on the same thing all the time? The cat in the closet, or her Adidas shoes, or her dry ponytail. That's basically all he has. He should be coming up with new stuff every single day.
Great question. Absolutely. Maybe he can answer that when he responds to this video, which I'm sure he's going to do.
I mean, but you know what though? His him going over the narc alert, that was good, because that's my. I just want to say, for someone who likes ALR and going over the narc alert, that was good detectiveness.
I don't know. I don't know these people.
No,
well, no, I've heard of ALR, but I don't. Narc alert? No. But never mind, Edna. You carry on, darling. You carry on. But,
I thought we were wrapping up. I was just giving my last remarks.
Yeah, we are wrapping up. I want to say thanks, Edna. You're an absolute star. You stuck with me for like 2.5 hours. You're great.
We did it.
And also, Bridge, it's so lovely to have you on. I always love having you on, and we could always get to have a good old giggle. He couldn't get over how much we laughed when he quit his live stream, could he?
Did he go over that?
Yes.
I didn't know.
He said that you guys had it wrong, but he was happy that he gave you so much joy.
Yeah.
How were we wrong? He quit.
Well, because he said that he didn't rage quit. He quit because he needed to attend to his children. He was being,
you know what? Father. I thought, like, seriously, I thought that he, of course, I thought he was going to come up with an excuse, but I thought he was going to come up with the excuse that he had to go take a dump or something like that and rush off.
I think he was playing around. He said something like that at one point too.
Am
I spinning fish?
Yeah, no. What he actually said was that his kids were coming in, you know, they'd knocked on the door and they were coming in. And I thought, okay, now we could dissect that. We could actually dissect it again and see what actually did happen. And what actually happened was that Yo Mama was looking at the chat. He was so exasperated, and he was looking at the chat for some kind of, I don't know what he gets from his chat. And then he wasn't getting it from that. Yeah, confirmation, you know, validation, whatever he gets. And he couldn't get it from there. And you can see just his whole body language, how he was absolutely defeated. And, you know, listen, Slow Mama, you have to realize we're 3 very intelligent women here, and we know what actually happened there. So when he came back and he said, oh, it was because my kids were going to walk in the room, I thought, you are so full of shit.
He has been on stream. He has been on stream a few times with his kids coming into the room and him talking to his kids and him bringing his kid on camera. So your excuses, they're incompetent excuses.
Yeah, and false. They're
Mhm.
just just ridiculous. And I mean, if
Try
you want to
again.
spin that and all your people want to go along with that, okay, whatever you say. But listen, we're not all dumb, okay? We're not all dumb, Slow Mama. And I hope you enjoyed your roast. If you want another one, yeah, just carry on. You know, because
Just put in your
you know,
request. Jen got
anything
them all day. She ready for you.
I got all day. I got all
The hair
day.
was
just
good,
my
Jen.
just my
I wasn't
request, like
expecting the hair.
just tag Jan or whoever you talk, just tag them so they would at least know. You I would say tag me, but I don't check my mentions, but just
Yeah,
tag
don't
just
tag
so
me.
people know. Yeah.
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 You girls will know. You girls will know because you get notifications anyway, and you know, like if I'm like really wound up about something, I'll just come
Uh-huh.
online. But yeah, it's just insane. I thought you saw it. If I can find it, Bridge, I'll let you know which one it was,
See,
and you
that's
can.
what, like, with me being so obsessed with him, you would think that I would know everything that he does on every live stream, right?
Absolutely. Yeah. And as Random Fish says, he should have just owned a dramatic ending. Yeah, it was
Mm,
interesting.
mm,
Any other way than what he said? Yeah. It was so as we would say, what a load of bollocks. And
mm.
with that, I'm going to say thank you, girls, again. And thank you to everybody in chat and to everybody that chatted. I really appreciate you all. It's nice to see some new people in. And we'll see you next Wednesday, if not before. Have a wonderful weekend and take care of yourselves because, it's a rotten old world, guys. Bye-bye for now.